Good morning, team. Welcome to Core Java session. Today's topic is do while loop. Okay, so let's start the session. So, what is do while loop? Okay, so yesterday we have understand right the comparison between if else, when to use if else. Okay, when to use if else, when to use while. Okay, when to use if else, when to use while. Sorry, switch. Okay, and when to use while. We did not started while, right? Can you please confirm? Okay. We did not started while, right? Okay, okay. Let me start with while. Okay. So while today's topic will be while. After that, we will see do while. So whenever there are limited, you know about the iteration, okay, that there are limited conditions, then go for if else. Switch is something, if you are not about how many condition will be there, then you can go with switch condition. This is what we have seen. Coming to while, okay, coming to while when you are not aware of the iterations, for example, in from database, you are trying to fetch some record, 100 record, 1000 record, 10,000 record, based on some condition, then we have to go with while loop. What is the syntax of while loop? We have seen yesterday while. This is while, and this is something. It should be here. Here you have to pass some boolean value. In this place you have to pass some boolean value. Okay. Then this will be the body. This is the simple syntax. Okay. This is the simple syntax of while loop. But inside while loop, whatever we have to pass is boolean. Okay. For example, result set. In JDBC, we have result set. So we can pass rs dot next value. It will take look for next value. And if this statement is success, if this statement is success, it will give result. Like 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 2 is also integer, 1 is also integer, and 4 is also integer. So 2 plus 2, integer plus integer is again integer, right? So this rs means some operation is done. So what kind of output it is going to give? That is called its result. So rs dot next is going to fetch whatever the query you are running in database. Based on that, it will do and look. If it is success, then it is true. If it is not having that result, then it will be false, right? What kind of data is it is expecting? The argument to while statement should be boolean. This is what we have seen. Now let's start with some program. How to create program? New class, then while example one. I will select main method. Guys, already example is there, so I have to give some other name. See, if this name already exists, it is not giving finish button active, right? So let me give some other name. Yeah, when I choose other name, even one character also, it is allowed to create a finish the class. Now, the already example was there for while. What example we have seen? This is the example we have seen, right? While. Okay, while true. Let me run this program. What it is going output, see. Right? It is giving infinite time. It is giving infinite time. See, output is still coming now. Output is still coming because this will be the syntax wise. This is good. This syntax wise, this is good. But what happened every time the loop? This loop is completing. This loop is completing. While is a loop. Okay. So what is happening? It is not ending. Every time this loop line 6 number, every time it true, it will go inside. Every time this line will true, it will go inside. Okay. So that's why every time the number of time it will be true, that number of time it will be uh, this block will run. Guys, focus, focus, debugging also. How to debug? How to debug? How to debug? you are seeing line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just click here. Double click. It is called debugger. It is called debugger. How we are running the program? Run as Java application, na? Run as Java application, right? Instead, what we will do? Debug as Java application. Debug as Java application. The program will not run. It will come to line number 7. See, did it executed? No. True. If I control shift I, what is the value? True. Then this line will be printed. Now I will do how to go to next step. How to go to next step? F6. Function F6 is there, right? F6, or if you see in Eclipse or STS left, if you see right here, are you able to see my screen now? Are you able to see my screen? These are the two buttons. This is one and this is another. You are able to see, right? So focus here. Now, if I will mouse over here, what will happen? F6. So it is going inside, right? Like documentation. It is going inside println method, but we are not bothering about this. Let me go back. Slowly we will understand debugging also. One by one, one by one. Let me give debugger also. Sorry, this was F5, this is F6. Now it is coming, F6. F6 means next line. F6 means next line. See, internally it is calling internal class now. See, now again, while every time, see output 3 times. Now again F6. While it will be success, it will come to here. How many times? 4 times. If next line means loop will complete, then 5th time also it will be printed. See, 5th time is printed. Again the loop will run. Why I am telling you? Because now loop, to understand the loop, debugging is very important. People are not explaining debugging during core Java. Hope you are understanding how this loop is working. F6. Okay. Now fine. I am stopping this debugging. We'll slow one by one, one by one. Okay. Now focus guys. This is the example now. So every time this true means this loop will run. So this will become infinite loop. Okay. Now what we have seen? No, this is nothing. Okay. Example 2 is nothing. So let me type here example 2. Now we will do one more example. While without curly braces. While I will use true here. While I will use true here. Okay. Now I will use system dot out dot println. Okay. I can use this. Okay. And semicolon. In this previous example, I was using this curly bracket. Na? In this example, do I am using curly bracket? No, right? I am not using curly bracket. I will run this program. It is infinite to infinite time, na? So what does it mean? Previous example and this example are same, but curly braces are optional. And without curly braces, we can take only one statement. One statement only. Okay, we can take only one statement. Okay, fine. And that statement is declarative statement. Cannot be declarative statement. Okay, fine. Now, next example. So this is infinite we are printing, right? Okay. Now, Control D. How to delete the line? What is the shortcut? Keep the cursor in that line and save it. Whether it is working without statement? No. Control Z. Now it is working, right? So this, whatever the next line is there, it is ending with semicolon. Na? That's why it is running. When I am removing this line, either you have to keep this semicolon here, right? These are the things comes with practice. If you practice and play with the small program, then you will understand. Okay. So just observe. In previous example, curly bracket was there. What we did in this example, we remove curly bracket. Okay, only one statement is there. I am removing this statement because this is ending with semicolon. Now I am removing the error is coming now. How to remove this error? This is also fine. But any output? No output. Because there is no statement now. That is the reason. Now, can I use, as I mentioned, without curly bracket, there will be only one statement is we can add. Okay, that cannot be declarative. Declarative something you are writing like this, int x equal to 10. This is a declarative statement. You are declaring something which is not valid. So what is the rule? Curly braces, without curly braces, you cannot use such kind of statement. Declarative statement. Hope you are good. Are you getting? Okay. Now, in such situation, make it run. What is giving? Complete assignment. Left hand side of an argument must be variable. X cannot be resolved to variable. ठीक है, unresolved compilation problem, syntax errors, insert dot class to complete expression, assignment operation. ठीक है. So these are the exception we are getting ना. So why? Because this statement should not be. See, number 7, it is showing also line number 7. When there are thousand line of code will be there. So how did I started the recording? Yeah. If there are thousand line code will be there. So when it is mentioning exception is coming in this line, click there. Click here, click here, click here. See that line number 7 is selected now. So directly you can reach out to in that place as well. Okay. So that we have seen. Okay. Now guys, focus. Now, if I am using the declarative statement, can I use curly bracket? Can I use curly bracket? Error gone na? Any declarative statement, what is required? What is required? Only curly braces is required. Without curly braces, you can write only normal statement, not declarative statement. And no output na? No output is coming, right? But it is still running, right? This red button means, what does it mean by red button? The loop is going on. You are not printing anything. No output is coming. It doesn't mean it is not running. It is still running. If you see this red button, right? This red button. Are you able to see this red button? One minute. This red button. So this red button, you have to click here. Then only this will be stopped. I'm stopping this. Now it is showing terminated. Okay, then program is run. If you are printing something, then it will continuously print na. Hope you are good. Okay. Now focus guys. Now I'm taking one variable int x equal to 10, int y equal to 20, int x equal to 10, int y equal to 20. I am using one condition. Okay, I am using one condition. Can I use this? Like, can I use like this? That is fine. I need to pass some boolean value. I need to pass some boolean value. Can I pass like this? X is less than y. It is 100% true, na? 100% true. Okay, this is a boolean condition. It will give some result, either true or false. That is fine. Now, system.out.println. System.out.println. I can give okay. I can give okay. Okay, fine. Now, this is one statement, guys. This is one statement, guys. This is one statement, guys. Now, I want to run this program. We will see what will happen. Okay. It is infinite time running. We know that, right? Because this is not our problem. Now see if you have some code here after this block, what will happen? Focus. I am printing either hello controls format. Using loop is doesn't mean that your loop is running fine. If here after this loop there your logic also there, then it should also run na. Whether this line is printing or not, we have to see this. Now I am running again. Let me clear the console so that no output will be there. Now I will run this program. Run as Java application. See, keep on OK, OK is printing. Anywhere you are able to see this. See, this is bouncing right side. Right? This is, see this part. It is keep on running na. This is also running. I need to stop this, right? How I can stop? Click here. Right? Now. So what does this mean? This means this line is not printing. Means this after this block, this line is, we are not able to reach this line na. Hope you are good, right? So this is one of the important factor. Okay, this line is not reachable in this case. Okay, so you need to understand also this kind of scenario. So whenever you are using such situation where this condition is satisfying, so whether this line is reachable or not, such scenario also you have to consider. Now I am using one condition false. Let me remove this. Instead of this, if I am using false, what will happen? See. So see false. Now what it is showing? Remove including condition. ठीक है? One second. ठीक है? So if you are seeing in such situation, what it is showing? Remove unreachable code. Unreachable code means if this condition you are making, what compiler is understanding? Compiler is understanding this statement never going to reach na here. Never going to reach because you are making it sure that always it is a false, right? But if you make this like this, y is less than x, y is less than x. Com Compiler don't calculate. Compiler will know, okay, y is less than x. So this y is less than x, it will be at runtime. When you will run the program, then at that time this will be calculated. That's why no error. Y is less than x. Is 20 is less than 10? What is the value of y? 20. What is the value of x? 10. Is it true or false? Its result will be always false, na? What is printing now? Hello. I mean, this is false, but this is printing, right? Can I debug this? Now try to understand debug. I will put one debugger here in text. Try to understand. Focus, guys. Focus. Debug as Java application. Now try to understand variable. Every value we will show programmatically. When I will mouse over, select this. I want to check. See my cursor crosses line number 6 or not. My cursor, my code, my is at line number 6. But I am checking line number 9 X. I selected line number X. Control Shift I. X cannot be resolved to a variable. Okay? This is coming. Now see slowly. Control Shift I. X cannot be resolved to a variable. Now, for next line, what we will do? F6. I will do F6. Now, select the same X. Control Shift I. What is the value coming? Value is assigned 10. Because this line we have crosses. So 10 is assigned to whom? X. This is how you have to debug. Similarly, wherever the X is used, now I will select this X. Now I will select this X. Control Shift I. What is showing? 10, it is coming, right? Means once this is assigned and wherever you are using, it will holding that value in the same variable. Now, y equal to 20, this line is not crossed. So Control Shift I. Y cannot be resolved to a variable. It's fine. It's not holding any value. Now, when this line, this debugger will cross F6, what is the value? Control Shift I. This time, what is the value of 20? Y value 20. Now see. Control Shift I. What is the value? 20. Now, what is the value of X? Control Shift I. 10. It means what we are comparing? What we are comparing? 20 is less than 10. This is the advantage of debugging now. This is the advantage of debugging. Now, I will select Y less than X. Control Shift I, complete statement. What it is showing? False. What it is showing? False, because values are assigned. Values are assigned. Now, if it is false, whether it will go inside this? Whether it will go inside this? No. So this block will come to direct line number 13. Can I click F6 next line? F6 means next line means either it should come here, but this condition is false now. So it will come here. See. F6. F6. Whether it is going inside this? No, it is coming here. Line number 13. Line number 13, right? Line number 13. So what will print now? We are in line number 13. Did we cross line number 13? No. If I will do F6, it will cross line number 13 and output will be printed here. See. F6. Output is coming now. Now let me stop. Again, clear the console. Clear the console. Debug as Java application. Proceed. One thing I want to show you. Did we reach here? Did we cross X or Y? X or Y is not value. Can I Control Shift I? See, when I am selecting this, when X and Y is not crossed, it cannot be resolved. But when we cross X and Y, both is holding value. Control Shift I. What is the value? False. Right? Hope you are understanding the debugging concept also. Okay. Now, okay, fine. Hope you are understanding, right? What we have learned today, small part of debugging. You will slowly understand one condition. Okay. Now. So this is our example. So always what is printing? Run as Java application. This is printing. Hello. No. Can I use the can I write like this, guys? Try to focus. Instead of this, I'm commenting this line. Can I write like this? Int x equal to 10, comma y equal to 20. Instead of two line, if I know x is also int, y is also int, can we write like this? Yes, we can write like this. Okay. Now try to focus. Same output na? Same output, no change, right? Now, if I will using final, what will happen? Error, right? Error. Error here. Error here. Run as Java application. Unresolved compilation, unreachable code. Because guys, when I am using final, compiler compulsorily know what is y at the time of compilation. What is y? 20. What is x? 10. So at the time of compilation itself, it will come to know that this values is 20 and 10. So this line is sys out that this logic is not going to run. That's why compilation error. But when I am removing this final keyword, compiler get confused. He treating this value as y and x only, and value of yx will come at runtime. Hope you are getting right the use of final keyword, right? Hope you are good now. Similarly, so you have to play in this way, then only you will understand. Okay, so these are the examples of what? Examples of final, using final keyword, while loop, different conditions. Okay, then only you are able to understand the concept. You have to play with this. You have to put some command, semicolon, colon, make the intentional error. Then only you will able to have hands-on. These small chunks of program, tomorrow it's like a learning a cycle. 10 times you will fall, but someday you will start balancing your handle, you are keep on paddling. Slowly you will learn the cycle. Na? This is the same way. Initially you will find difficult, but slowly you will okay. Slowly you will find that I thought that meeting is ended. I was not getting an option. Yeah. Slowly you will find that you are learning. It is a small thing. See where we are today. Just think that are you able to recall all the topic? Okay. Slowly your core Java part will be done. Then you are able to recall this. This will come with the practice, guys. Okay. I won't discuss on this now. We will go to next topic, that is do while. We have understand do, what we have understand while. Okay. Now we will understand do while. Now, now do while. So what happened in do while? What is the syntax? First we will see the syntax. Do, this is the body, and then we have while. And this is the boolean. Boolean input, right? And this is the semicolon. This is the syntax of do while. So we want like that loop should at least one it should run. Okay. In previous example, in while example, if you see right, if you see this right, okay. So in some cases, this while loop won't run, right? It will bypass. In which example? This example, right? This loop is not executing, na? Directly hello is printing. See, right? Hello is printing. Is this loop is executing? No. This is crossing. But something we want. Let there be 10 use 10 condition, but you want one condition 100% it should run apart from while. So at that time we will use do while. So the mandatory condition which we want to run, that condition where we will use, we will write in do block. So always that will be run, and after this it will check. Okay, we will see this. Okay, this is the syntax of this. Okay, now we will see some example. And even though these curly braces are compulsory or not, we will see this. Okay, one by one example. Okay, so what is the concept here? If we want our loop should run minimum one time, then go for do while. Minimum one time, then go for what? Do while. And what is this? This is what syntax. Tomorrow we are going to close this chapter. Okay. Second chapter will be done. First chapter was lengthy, na? Second is done. Third also we can close in 2-3 days. Okay, no problem. Now, focus, guys. Can we take some program? Do it. Yeah. See, this many program. This way you can create. You create one directory. Just start writing the program like this. Okay. So that tomorrow what will happen? Tomorrow you can go inside the any program. Okay, you can run. Okay, you can recall. Okay, this is the program we have practiced that day. This is the program we have practiced that day. This is the program we have practiced like this. Okay. So like this you have to run directly. Save somewhere. Okay. New class. New class. What is the program? What we are going to do? Do while example. Do while example. Main method. Main method is created. Control D. Control D is to remove unnecessary thing. If you want to delete something. Now, what is the statement? What is the syntax? This is the syntax now. Do, and here we write something while, and here we will give boolean. It will expect some exam. It will expect something na. Let me give true. Syntax is fulfilled. Everything is fine. No compilation error. Now I have to write some logic here. See, guys, whenever we are using sysout statement, this is somewhere your logic will come here. We are trying to understand the flow. So for flow, we are using sysout statement. Don't think every time there will be logic for your applications. Tomorrow, we will write some good applications slowly with using our concept, whatever we have learned. Okay, how to read the file, how to write the file. Okay, slowly. Okay, but wherever required, we will use this concept. Somewhere in going forward, I am using for loop, I am using while loop, I am using do loop, do while loop. That time you should understand, okay, this concept we are using here. Okay, now inside do. Okay, can I run this program? Let me run this program. Infinite time, right? Because what happened? Try to understand. Can we debug now? Can we debug now? Everything is debugging. Everything is debugging. Something you are not understanding also, keep your cursor. One second, guys. See, try to understand. Why infinite time? Debug as Java application. Now, where we are inside, do. So, next line. First time it is printed. Now, what is checking? While it is true. It is true means again. Again, it will go inside do. When I will again do F6, it will pass that line number 8. What will happen? Again, second time inside do is printed. Okay, while again this time true. Again, it will go to line number 8. Then line number every time, and this is resume. If I will click here, resume F8, what will happen? What will happen, guys? It will, instead of debugging, it will start running. F8 means debugger to debugger. Wherever this debugger point to debugger point, it will go to debugger directly. But debugger point are next to each other, na? So you are not able to understand the difference. I will show in another example. Debugger to debugger. See, it is printing that number of time, right? Hope you are good. Now, now, this is one example. Now, can I remove curly braces? As I mentioned, curly braces are optional. Yes. This is fine now. This is also fine, right? Run as Java application. It is still fine, but same infinite time, no impact, right? This is also giving result. Now, instead of this statement, can I use declarative statement? Int x equal to 10, some expressions. Let us check. It won't allow, right? Int x equal to 10. It is declarative statement. It is giving itself error, right? Can we run this and try to understand what is the see, unresolved compilation problem. Insert dot class complete expression. Colon is required, right? So two syntax error. Colon 2 required. Line number 8. It is showing line number 8. Because you body should be closed na. Either using this break, this you can use this, but after do while, what is required? After do body, what is required? What is required? While. So if I will remove this line, if I will remove this line, so after body it is expecting while na, but destruct. Hmm. Now, so how to close this? Using semicolon, I can close this? No. So these are the example you have to practice. Then only you will be able to understand. Okay. So now that's the reason this is the error coming in line number 8. Click here. It is showing here, right? So this is declarative statement. Declarative statement is not allowed inside the when you are not using this body. Okay. Error gone na? Error gone, right? Error gone. So for declarative statement, what see guys, in interview also they will give you this program. They will give you this program. You are thinking they will give you big program. No, they may give this line of program. How they will give? Control A, Control C. They will ask you like this. Paste in the chat and they will ask you what is the problem, what is the output of this program. They may ask you what is the output of this program. That time what you will say? Maybe they will ask some sysout statement also. System dot out dot println. Okay, like this. Then by seeing this statement, you will able to answer them, right? So the output will be okay. That time they will say okay to you also, right? So that's the reason try to focus on the combinations, right? There are not 100 combination, only loop, this flow control, basic thing you have to only starting 3 chapter. Only whatever we are focusing on 3 chapter, this kind of question will come from here. Going forward, the question concept will be like principles, rules, how to where to use private, where to use public, where to use protected, right? What is string? What is the combination of string? What is object oriented principles? Okay, but you will apply those principles on this logic, na, right? Now we are using public here, right? We are using public. We are just starting. We will do something. That time some rules we are applying, but your bridge building block will be this first 3 chapter. Hope you are good. So that's the reason core Java is important because they are going to test on core Java only. If you know the core Java, they will understand. You will easily understand other technology. They will, even though you don't know some other technology, they will consider at some time because core Java, you know, you can easily understand other technology. Hope you are good, guys. Now, do while. Let me remove this. Okay. Now, do while true. Remove this. Okay. And it means system dot out dot println. System dot out dot println. Can I use while while true. Okay, while true. ठीक है, while true. Okay, can I run this program? Run the Java. Infinite time. How it is infinite time? If you don't know, debug. Right click, debug as Java application. Proceed. Now my voice is good. Now voice is good, na? Can you ping in the chat? Okay, fine. Thank you. So this is do while. This is try to understand, guys. What is our syntax? Remove this program. This is remove. This is our syntax, na? Try to understand. This is our syntax, right? This is our syntax earlier. For simple program. Forget about this line. This is our syntax, na? What we are doing this time? We are we are using do while in a combination. Okay. Now what happen is do F6. So now this line will printed. Now this will come to this line, and it is again checking true, 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 right? So this line is again printing infinite time. See, is this going to this line? No. Okay. Let me do this guys. Control select all, control shift F. Now let me stop. Let's run again. Debug as Java application. Okay, first time is done. Okay. Now let me put debugger also here. Okay. F6. This is coming to line number 9. The condition will true. Okay. Are you getting? Are you getting? Are you getting na? Right. So this is also one more condition. You should try to practice with different type of debugging by playing with how this is flow is coming, right? That is what I am calling it as flow, because you need to understand the flow, and to understand the flow, the important is debugging. Without debugging, one cannot one can understand the simple program, but complex program, they have to understand debugging, right? That's why today I try to explain you debugging as well. Now we'll take some more example. Okay. Now let it be. Stop this. Now new class. Example one. Do while example two. Main method is created. Control D to this remove line. Do. See, guys, when I am writing do and control space, it is giving a do while statement. Directly enter. Complete syntax will be printed. It is giving while is expecting some condition. I will give some condition true. Right now, let me print here. System out dot print ln. This will be okay and okay. Inside do, inside do, inside do. Now let me keep here, print here. Okay, I am keeping here. Okay, no, outside. It is not reachable. This line is not reachable. See, unreachable code, right? Now reachable, na? Now reachable. So, because tomorrow this will be your dynamic, guys. If it is true, this condition true, so what will happen? You need to understand whether your logic is going outside or not. Okay. Now let's say int x equal to 10, int y equal to 20. Okay. Now y is greater than x. Any problem? This is hard coded, but here this value is not hard coded. Hard coded means when you are declaring there itself. Tomorrow this will come from database. This will come from file, right? This value. This is your logic. What will happen? Run as Java application. So this is continuously what inside do, inside do, inside do, because this is true. This is true. So what happened? This logic is always printing. Okay, but this is not printing, right? So now here if it is logic, whatever logic you are writing, let's say int z equal to x plus y, then system dot out dot println z value is plus z. Let's see. This is printing continuously in horizontal direction, right? It is going right side, right side. The value of z is right. It is not stopping. The loop is going on, right? The value is 30. Let me stop this. Okay, but when I'm making this condition, it means this line is not reachable, right? Now change this position. X is greater than y. Debug as run as Java application. See, the value of z is 30 and outside d is also printing, right? Because what is happening? See, we can see it through debugging. Put your debugger here, put your debugger here, put your debugger here, put your debugger here. Now see, try to understand the flow. Now when we do the debugging, initially x and y, when this cross, the x and y value will be fine, x and y. Now it is going inside. One time it is printing now. You want z to be printed one time at least. This is what we have our definition. Even though this is false, but we want z as a z output. We want our logic to be printed at least one. If it is while loop, in that case it will be false, it will be printed no. So that's the reason int z is equal to x plus y. See, I will mouse over. What is the value of x? Just I am keeping my cursor over x. What is the value of x? What is the value of y? 20. 10 plus 20. Now, is z is showing something when I mouse over in z? No. Because x and y value is assigned here. This is cross. So value is assigned to x and y. But this addition will be done and this result will be stored in z. When it will done? When we will cross this line. F6. Now see, when I mouse over x plus y result is stored in z. Right? Now, did my output is printed this line? No. So now F6. Now this line is printed na, value of x is z. Now, can I check this? What is the condition here? Control Shift I. False. It means it won't repeat this loop. Now it will go to this next line. If it will be true, then what will happen? It will keep on running, right? Now I will run this statement. Sys out. Now line number 13, right? Now what will happen? Outside do loop is printed, right? outside. Next line output is both the output is coming same line. That is different thing. You will see how to print something in next line. Everything we will see. Hope you are understanding, guys. Hope you are understanding, right? So this is how we have to practice. Then only we will understand what are the different use cases. Okay. Now, fine. Now, guys. 1 minute. Yeah. Now, this is our. Let me remove this line. Okay, better control a control. This is a good program, so I will ping in the chat. You can use this. Do while example 3. Do while example 3. One main method. Okay. Now, this is main method, right? This is what do control space. It will give you the suggestion of while do while. There is some issue actually with my teams, otherwise it is giving. Last time I show you. So fine, I will write by my own. Do while here there is a condition required, and this is a semicolon. Inside this true. Any condition, right? This should be come outside. Okay? This is a simple syntax, right? Now system dot out dot println double quote inside do inside do. Let me copy this statement, control C, and I will paste here. It is not reachable, as I show you. It is not reachable. Okay. Now I will make it false. This time what will happen? Both the line will be printed. See, sorry, inside do. It should be outside do. Outside do. So one is inside do, one is outside do. This is printed one time, condition is false, then this is coming to this, right? So this is how, one more example. Let me use some value in x equal to 10, in y equal to 20. Okay, int x equal to 10, int y equal to 20. Okay, now I will use x is greater than y, right? This is, you know, right? This will going to print. I am checking with final keyword now. I am trying to show you final keyword as we are using final keyword in previous example also. So now what will happen? Both is printed, right? Because compiler, what it is treating, this is treating x and y. It is not treating x equal to 10 and y equal to 20. X equal to 10 and y equal to 20 will be treated at runtime. But when I am doing this, any of this as a final, this is final, this is final. Okay. So what we will see, what will happen in this case? See, this is also printed, na, right? But in while, what you observe in while if we are using do, then this is also running. This is also running. This is the advantage of do while, because this line is printed and here it is treated as false, and then this line is printed. But when we see the example of while loop, at that time when we use final, so it was not running, na, because that time compiler itself is treating that the no while loop, this value will be considered and that will be false. right? This that we have seen in example, while example. In this example, if I use here final, what will happen? See, unreachable statement. Why? Because this condition is what? Y is less than x. False. This is false means what? Compiler in this case treating this is false na, because it is evaluating 20 is less than x is not true. This is false. So itself it is deciding not reachable statement. But what happened here? How to go back to my previous class? How to go back to my previous class? I am currently in this class. I want to go back. Here it is option. Here it is option. Are you able to see? See this. This is the option. And I will click here. We can go to previous class. Okay. Click here. I am here na. So x is greater than 20. 10 is greater than 20. No, but here in this case it is valid, right? This is the combination, correct? Right? Hope you are understanding. But now in this case, what happened? Just I am changing the symbol because now compiler know that x is sorry, y this condition. Try to understand y is greater than 20. Now try to understand this statement is not reachable because what happened? This will keep on running na. This statement keep on running because this is true. Y is greater than x. So this statement won't run. This statement won't run. Always this statement will run. See, control question mark, save this. Infinite time loop, right? Because what happened? Always this is true. So we are not able to reach here. And we are not able to reach here. That's why compiler itself is deciding at the time of compilation when you are using final keyword. When you are removing final keyword, compiler won't able to understand. Now error gone na? Now error gone. Even though final continuously it is printing, but compiler won't able to understand. So this is, we can say, unreachable logic in such situation. Okay, this is also you have to understand. Okay, so guys, these are the example. Okay, we will see for loop also. I will start for loop. 1 minute. I will give the definition and tomorrow we'll see the for loop. Okay. Now, for loop. What is for loop? So if we know the number of iteration, na, in that case, we can go with for loop. If we know the number of iteration. Number of iteration means how many time it is going to run. Number of iteration. For example, in database, there are 10 record. We know there are 10 record. That time, 10 time it will run, right? Iteration. Number of, if you know the number of iterations. Number of iterations. Okay. Then we go, then we will go with, then we will go with for loop. If you don't know, that is different story, right? Now, what is the syntax? This is the syntax for loop. Okay, this is the body. This is the body. There will be two semicolon. Sorry. Okay. This is the first place. This is the first place. This is the second place, and this is the third place. Okay. This is one place. This is another place, and this is the third place. First place is initialization section. What is? Whatever the loop you want to initialize. So it is initialization section. Okay, whatever from where we need to begin that condition initialization. Then we will check condition here. whether what condition we want to apply to our logic. Then the third one is increment, increment, increment slash decrement. Okay, and this will be your logic here. Whatever body logic you can say. So this is the syntax. This is the syntax for what? This is the syntax for loop. Okay, hope you are understanding. We will see tomorrow with examples about for loop. Hope you are good. I am stopping the screen share. And one more thing, guys. I'm stopping the recording. One minute. Stop the recording.